Okay, hey everyone. I am trying to um, do a Facebook Live and I'm wanting to add uh, Tanya to it. So let me see. It's not giving me any options. I just don't even know. So it's offering me, okay, there we go. I'm inviting her. Here we go. So we'll see what happens. Tanya, are you there? The invite has been sent, so let me see if you can join me. Because, girl, I have got to get you on here. Okay, I'm going to let's see if I can't do it. Nope. I'm going to bring you on the video. So it says to click that. All right, bring you on I'm going to click it to bring you on. Oh, me. Okay, all right, I'm going to add you. There we go. Send the invite. I'm adding you. There you are, Tanya. Okay, I think you're going to be above me. There we go. All right. Awesome. We're here. We did it. Okay.
We made it.
I know it. So I had to do this tonight because of the post that you posted in our private Marco Polo this afternoon. You had so much energy about you that I said I gotta get with her today.
Just a minute.
So
Just keep him quiet. My husband's coming in. My dog's barking. I'm trying to make him quit barking.
okay, well that's life. That is life. Tell your husband thank you for thank you for sharing you. Okay, so Tanya, I just want you to there he is.
This is
Hey
my
there,
husband.
how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. Okay. So I won't keep her but just a minute. But so today you went to see your cardiologist and you had some great news, but I want you to kind of start back from the beginning. You joined my challenge 3 months ago. You've done great. So just tell about, you were diabetic, you were on medication, you had a continuous glucose monitor on, which is important. I want people to know that those things are the bomb.
You can learn so much from them that you can't, without it. It's just a blessing. Anybody's a diabetic, a doctor ought to give it to them free because you just learn so much.
Yeah, you learn what really is happening in your body. When she says you learn so much, what you learn, I wore one, I'm not diabetic, and I wore one because I wanted to know. And when I ate some sweet potato fries, I'm like, oh, well, now I know. And then I
like
ate
that apple that I ate.
Yeah, right, the apple. Yeah, okay. So I want you to tell about the medication journey, first of all, how you came off your medicine and what happened with your blood sugar in the first 2 weeks, really what it was and what it went to. Okay. So go ahead and tell that.
Okay, when I started on the program, I started wearing the glucose monitor and my numbers was like in the low 200s. Within 2 weeks, it just continued started coming down. I had to contact my doctor. I had to come off my diabetic medicine because they were dropping a little bit too fast for my body to kind of keep up with. So I got off my diabetic medicine then. And
what was that medicine? What was that medicine?
Progenda.
Okay. Okay.
And that was my first accomplishment. And of course, my sugar continues to drop down.
Okay, so tell everybody what you were doing that was bringing your sugar down.
Eating healthy, keto healthy, Miss Nancy.
Yeah.
All I can say is if you want to lose weight, you want to get healthy, you're diabetic, you just want to feel better, jump on there because I'm amazed at what the last 3 months of my life, how they've changed, how my numbers has changed, and how much healthier that I am.
Yeah. Well, what you said earlier today on our Marco Polo video, you said you had lost weight before, but you had never come off your medicines.
Well, I came off of them, but it was like a little bit at the time, slowly, a little bit, and it took like over 6 to 7 months.
Right.
So that's what has just amazed me about this program, because like I said, within 2 weeks, I was coming off my diabetic medicine. And then now I'm dropping a blood pressure medicine in half. And when I go to my primary doctor the 27th to get my sugar checked again, because that's what started this whole journey, because my sugar just kind of really got out of control, which was my fault,
Mhm.
and from not eating right and eating healthy. But he has even said she may take the rest of it away from me. He
Okay,
just
so
kind of
I want
wants
that.
two
Yeah, I
doctors to
want you to.
decide.
Yeah, I want you to tell that story. So, like today, you went to the cardiologist and you talked to him about your blood pressure medicine because you were feeling weak. And tell him
Yes.
what you tell the audience what you told him about what I had told you about your blood pressure.
Okay. When I went in, he asked me how I was feeling. I told him really good, and except for one thing, I told him what program I was on. He knew Miss Nancy because I went to Vidalia, and I started, telling him everything else as far as was great, but the weakness, and sometimes I just didn't understand, and that Miss Nancy had guided us toward, if you was on blood pressure medicine, to keep a check on that. So the last 2 weeks I had done that. So when I went, I told him that and told him what Miss Nancy said, but also Miss Nancy said, check with your doctor before you do anything. And he said, that's great. And so the minute we started talking, he looked and he saw the other medicines that I had dropped, the diabetic, the stomach medicine, a water pill, and now we're cutting my blood pressure pill in half. And he just said, whatever you're doing, it's working, it's great, continue it. And he said that well, actually, when I told him how quick I started coming off all these other medicines, and here just right at 90 days, uh, fixing to come off half of my blood pressure medicine, he said that's amazing. He said
Yeah,
because I've had people come in and they want to come off their medicines and they keep trying things and stuff and it just don't really seem to be working. And he, like I said, he said, whatever you're doing, continue it. He said, you're on the right path. He said, just keep doing it. And he said, I don't really need to see you back unless you think you need to see me. I said, that's just what I want to hear.
I know it.
And,
And
and, and
then
I will, the reason I went to my was I checked out my cardiologist. I was basically on this blood pressure medicine that was supposed to keep my heart in rhythm. I have heart disease. It runs in my family, but I'm trying to correct that as good as I can with
mm-hmm,
eating healthy and getting more healthy.
mm-hmm,
And so that's the reason I discussed this with him instead of my primary doctor,
right.
was because of that. So I really didn't think I would ever get to come off this. I thought I would be
Um,
on it for life.
that's
So we're
good.
dropping 3.5 pills. I'm only on two things right now. That will be a coated aspirin for my heart and
Mhm,
a thyroid, because I lost my thyroid to cancer. So I
mhm,
will be on that. And I understand that. That's something,
right.
I can't, change. But I'm here to change anything that I can.
And
And
you have
I'm
lost
just so
how much weight?
excited.
How much weight have you lost?
I've lost 28.
Yeah, and
And
your goal
I'm
is.
striving. I'm striving for 30 before I go the 27th of this month to see my primary doctor. But I'm hoping maybe that 2 more pounds will get that other half of that blood
So
pressure medicine off.
you still have some weight to lose. So you're going to jump in
Yes,
this next challenge that's coming
yes,
up.
ma'am.
I want
Yes,
y'all to
ma'am.
know I've got another challenge that's going to be starting. So next week I'm going to be launching that. So if you're interested in this, you need to get with me. You need to message me and let me hear from you. And I'm going to be doing every night. I think starting Sunday night, I'm going to be doing some teaching about really what Tanya's learned. And I think there's another person that we know lurking in the background here, and I think her name is Crystal. So as soon as you and I get through talking, she might just kill me if she hit the love button, Crystal, if you're willing to jump on here, you know. Uh, but
Well, let me
yes,
just say, if any of you that watch this are seeing this and you're struggling with weight or just feeling bad, on a lot of medicine that is going to make you feel bad, having to get up and take that every morning, just stop. And I'm a procrastinator, so Miss Nancy really had to work with me. She earned her money with getting me in the program. But I'm gonna tell you, it is the best thing I have ever done. And like she said, mentioned before, I've lost weight before, and I felt good and everything and all. But I've never come off my medicines this fast. I've never accomplished what I have accomplished this time. And
let me.
so if you're
Why do you think that is? What's different about my program than other things you've done?
I'll tell you the key thing is here. You look at food entirely different. You
Yeah.
don't think that you have to eat 3 meals a day. I
Right.
fast. With being diabetic, when I first heard about intermittent fasting before Miss Nancy, I thought, oh, I can't do that. I'll get the shakes.
Yeah.
I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Right.
Listen, I have went 36 hours without eating,
Yeah.
and you just look
You
at
felt
food
and you felt
different. You
and,
just
and you felt good during the 30.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. That's
And
why.
sometimes I come in after a 24-hour fast, which is mostly every day, and I'll come in and I'll get busy. I work up a little part-time job. I'll come in, I'll start a load of clothes, maybe go make my bed up if I didn't do it before I left, and I'll turn around. It's 4 or 5 o'clock, and I
And,
still hadn't eaten.
yeah.
And you know, it's okay. I mean, I've learned that you don't. Well, I think we get the wrong picture in this. You think you have to eat to feel good. You think you have to eat to satisfy yourself. You think you have to just. You just think you have to eat. You know, you get
Right.
together with people just to eat. You know, well, you can get together and do so many other things than eat.
Right.
And I've learned that. I did for a
Yeah.
long time. My husband and my brother-in-law used to joke that we would get together for a meeting to eat so we could discuss when we was going to eat again. And I hate to say it, but it was true.
Yeah.
And I don't look at that. I don't look
Yeah.
at that anymore. You know, I just I never thought that I could change my way of food because food was controlling me. Now I control it.
There you go. And so it's like food moves down on the priority list,
It
and
does.
people and relationships and, getting together for meals is even different because it's not like you just, you can't wait to get to the restaurant to get what food it is. You get to the restaurant so you can visit with your friends and or your family, and you can enjoy the meal. It's not that you don't enjoy the meal, but you don't
Right.
enjoy, you have all these extras. You don't have to. I mean, if you're like us, we just do like a meat and a vegetable for supper.
That's
And
right.
I remember
And
our
and and
conversation.
another thing about the cost that
Yeah,
I'll tell y'all, you'll think, oh, that's just too much money. You just got, yeah. But listen, we eat out, and you know what you pay for eating out, and half the time the food is not good.
yeah,
I've had to learn to start cooking more because when my children, our boys left, I didn't cook near like I used to
yeah,
cook.
yeah.
And so what you save and not eating out, and like Miss Nancy, if you watch her videos and stuff, you can cook up food and eat 2 or 3 meals out of it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's you are buying better food. Yes, it is more expensive, but the overall of it is you're getting good quality food, and what you're paying out a lot more for to eat out, it's
Mm-hmm.
not good. Half the time,
Yeah,
it's not good. It's cold. It's not what you thought it
right.
was going to be. So that's one thing that I've also really realized that you know you don't spend all day in the kitchen, like she said. Have a meat and a vegetable, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
And if you cook enough for a couple of meals, you
yeah,
ain't staying in the kitchen. And that's what I do.
yeah. One of the things I remember about my first video with you is I said, "Well, what are you?" I said, "Do you cook?" And you said, "No."
No.
I'll eat. And you said,
Yeah.
well, and I said, so what did you eat yesterday? And you said, well, we had a hot dog. I'm like, well, then you cooked. Cook a hot dog. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
you had to go in that kitchen and you had to prepare something. And people
Mm-hmm.
say, well, I don't really cook. And I'm like, but you're preparing some kind of food.
You're right.
You're getting food somehow or another. And so why wouldn't you get it in a healthy way, quickly, easily, but have it to be, that's what we call food prep, something that you could have tomorrow too. So
Right.
instead of just 3 pork chops, cook 6 and have
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
day. So a lot of information you're going to learn in the chat. But thank you so much, Tanya. I had to get on
You're
here,
welcome.
capture that energy because you were just like a little girl,
Well, I
today.
come home when I was so hyped up. I got out there and walked, and then I was sitting here earlier a few minutes ago, and I thought, well, I feel good. I'm gonna go walk again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
it's just amazing how it changes you the way you think about things, what you're able to do. I mean, I could walk before, but I can't walk like I can now because you strap a 30-pound bag of sugar on you and try to walk, and then without it, there's a big difference. And
yeah,
so all I
yeah,
can say. don't procrastinate like I did. Jump on there and do the best thing you can do for your life because it's wonderful.
Thank you, Tanya. And
You're welcome.
I'm going to take you off, and I'm going to see if Crystal is ready to jump on. All right.
Okay. All right. Good night.
Good night. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Change to.
Let me
Okay.
see if I.
All right. So now let me see if I can find if I see Kathy. Kathy, I might bring you on. There you go. There is Crystal's watching. Let's see if I can bring her on the video. Let's see. There's Crystal, Ronnie Wilson, Tish, Tanya. Okay. So there you are. Okay. No, not that Crystal. Glenn and Crystal. Oh, it's not giving me an option to bring you on, Crystal. I don't know why. Can you say something in the comments and let me see? All right, here we go. There's Debbie. I know she's done great with her program. Let me see who else all right. How about you, Kathy? Let me bring you on here. I don't know why it's hard for me to click. Bring her on the video. As you can see, it's some exciting times when people start getting healthy. You know, it really is. All right, so I'm going to send an invite to you. All right, okay. It looks like you can't join, so I don't know, Crystal. Maybe we'll try it again on another day and try to bring you on because it's not giving me an option. Okay, so y'all heard the news. I'm starting a new challenge. I'm ready to add people. If you're watching and you have done my challenge before and you want to jump back in, now is a great time. I tell you, the best time to do the challenge is now. Now, not next month, not January, but go through the holidays with it. Because I remember the first time I did challenges, I guess it's been 6 years ago, we were coming up on the holidays. And I thought, well, maybe we shouldn't do it. But then I thought, that's when people gain weight. And you feel so frustrated. You feel so frustrated through the holidays because you want to eat, but then your clothes are tight and you feel bad and you've eaten all this sugar and you just feel bad. So if you could take yourself through the holiday with a group of people that are being healthy, you get coaching every day, you get a video app where you can jump on and see other people doing their post. And you don't have to post, but if you want to post, you can. But you actually have camaraderie and you can get through those holidays without gaining weight and really enjoy the holidays much better. I've had people tell me this is the first time I ever went through the holidays that I didn't feel down and depressed because I was just eating myself into oblivion. So I just want to encourage you, message me, let me hear from you. I'm going to be rolling out this new challenge. It's going to be great. So let's see, we're going to start next week. So you'll have October, November, and most of December that you'll be able to, you know, drop 30 pounds, just like Tanya did. She dropped 28 pounds, and it's very likely that most of my people drop very close to 30 pounds. And here's the thing, it's not a fad diet. It's a way of life. So before you leave, if you've been in one of my challenges, if you'd share this video so that others can see, and I'm going to close out now. But y'all have a great night, and let me see what other any questions here. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, I'd love to answer any questions you have. But we'll talk soon. Y'all have a great night.